sweet souls, welcome back to my channel. Today we're unboxing the Forsyth Fairytale Oracle illustrated by Merle Hunt. Maybe I'll unbox it first. It just comes wrapped up like this. Ooh, like this. This is the Forsyth, I hope I'm saying it right, Fairytale Oracle. It's illustrated by Merle Hunt. It just looks like this. It actually feels like, if you have one of those decks, oh gosh, let me think. Some beautiful illustrations there. And then right there, it's by Rockpool. And up here too, very beautiful illustrations. And then get into the back and then I'll think about the deck that I'm thinking about. But find your way through the dark forest of life. In this beautiful oracle, best-selling novelist and fairy tale expert Kate Forsyth explores 11 of the world's most powerful fairy tales. These ancient narratives of good and evil, joy and sorrow, and struggle and triumph are like a trail of white stones through the dark, thorny forest of life, showing the way forward and giving hope. Not merely stories, fairy tales explore very real and different human dilemmas, warn us of danger, and give us the tools we need to overcome those hazards. Discover how to turn to these tales for guidance with the help of this deck. If we are brave enough and strong enough, we can outwit the ogres that seek to entrap us. Ooh. It just has some illustrations of the cards there. It's 44 cards in a guidebook, again by Rockpool, and it retails for $28.95 US, $20.99 in the UK, and then I want to say it's like maybe $35, $32 Canadian. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. I got it on Amazon. Again, the box feels, it's one of these boxes like that. Like you open it like this. Really interesting. Oh, it says fairy tales are stories in which the suffering at last comes to an end. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen any of Kate's fairy tales or not stories. So this is going to be really cool. It feels really good quality again. The box feels like, oh gosh, the pasta tarot. It feels like that, just kind of opening it like that. A lot of Rockpool decks don't open like this, I feel like. So that's interesting. Nice little ribbon. Comes with whatever this is. I never really use it, but yeah, let's get in. Super nice. It's new. Ooh, very pretty inside as well. Just take a look at that, and then look at the cards. It comes with one of these paper thingies. Again, don't really know. Just one of those paper holders, but the cards look gorgeous. Look at that, with some gold gilding. Wow, right? And the cards, they feel linen-y. Definitely. You can probably tell. Interesting, different. They feel a little like, you know, kind of in a bit. I guess that happens naturally, but we'll take a look. But yeah, they feel sturdy. You can most definitely bend them for sure. They are good. They're pretty flexible, yes. Again, they feel linen-y, so I don't know if you can tell. The light will pick it up, but it's like very linen. Like, I want to say it's linen. It's very flexible kind of cardstock, so you're good to riff shuffle for sure. I'll just show you up here. And yeah, they're very light too. Yeah, super light. Super light. But yeah, it's a very pretty design. I want to say, yeah, it's just a design. It's not like etched, I want to say. But very pretty, nice gold. I like the coloring, the tones. It's really nice. I'll just get in right away. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think you can tell right here, like, it's kind of etched, not etched, it's a linen-y kind of cardstock. And then it says Snow White, Glass Coffin Rebirth. I like that there's a little thing here. I will say, I don't know, I think in person it looks very nice. Like the art, the illustrations are beautiful. I really like it. I want to say this is not for me, but for some people it might be hard to read. The words, they're a bit small. And the linen, I don't think it looks like kind of clear with it, but otherwise, looks great. Look at this artwork. I really like it. Standard Oracle size. I think I forgot to mention, but it is standard Oracle size. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It says Snow White. We're still in Snow White, so I guess we're going through some Snow White there. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the light changes. I'm like, why does it do that? And now we have Rapunzel. Oh no, Rumpelstiltskin, my bad. Rumpelstiltskin. I'm not too familiar with that story. Rumpelstiltskin? Know yourself. Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. Look at that. Wow. I feel like because they are linen, the colors either translate nicely. I feel like in person they look really good. Like I'm looking at it this way, they look really good. But on camera, I hope it looks just the same. I'm looking at a tiny screen. We're still in Rumpelstiltskin here. Yeah, but yeah, the illustrations are just so beautiful. It says impossible task. Yeah, something about this wheel. If you know the story. Again, we'll get into the guidebook. I have like good feelings. It seems like a great deck. And what are we on? Wild Swans. Yeah, I don't know this fairy tale. So I know the Swan, not Swan Lake. Is it Swan Princess? Is that it? Or Ugly? The one with Odette? Odette? That one. Ooh, very pretty. Look at this. I wonder, oh, I'm trying to get the colors in. It looks super nice. Look at that. Wow, right? Very beautiful. Illustrations, 10 out of 10. So good. Man, how do I like focus it in? It's so bright. It's too bright. It is very white, I will say. Just this card in general. The Wild Swans. Now we're in Little Red Riding Hood. Whoa, very cool. Then I'll put it up closer if you can see the words. Don't be afraid of your wild side. Wow, I like it a lot. The storybook kind of illustrations, I really like that. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. Like, wow, right? You can see here. Oh, ancient wisdom. Yeah, I like this kind of art style. It definitely reminds me of like reading, you know, like Jan Barrett or something like back in the day. I don't really remember many storybooks, but yeah, it just kind of reminds you of like a fairy tale storybook, which is obviously what they're going for. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is on the, I want to say the cover and the guidebook. Test of Courage. Red Hood. But I like it a lot. I can see myself using this quite a bit just because I like it. I like the imagery. Again, the colors, the imagery, everything just looks super beautiful. Ooh, a little dark. Now, oh, Hansel and Gretel, we've switched. Kept yapping all the time. Hansel and Gretel. There we go. Like the little smoke there too. I'm not too familiar. I'm familiar. I was gonna say I'm not too familiar with the story. This is the one where they go to the gingerbread, the witch, I think. Right? Yeah. The brother and the sister. And the animals there. And just like the imagery is really nice. The dark tones here. Dark forest again. It's very beautiful. Like you can see it, you can imagine it, you can feel it. It's really nice. Yeah, the linen, I don't know if everyone's going to like the linen. It's definitely an interesting choice. I'm always team glossy cards, but I like the linen for this. I think it's fine. I like it. And now we're in Blue Beard. Oh, I don't know. A lot of these fairy tales I don't know, so that's actually really interesting. Nice to go check out. Ooh, Bloody Key. Yeah, this one, I don't know this one at all. There's like a Scorpio here, Scorpion Key. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, right? The colors. Look at all this detail here. It's beautiful. Wow. Such a nice deck. I've never I don't know if the creator, the author, or the illustrator, I've never seen any of their decks before, or any of their artwork, or projects, I should say. Yeah, it'd be nice to check out because it's so nice. Like, I really like it. The energy is super nice. Ooh, we are in Mermaid. Little Mermaid Sun. The Mermaid. Yeah, I should pull out my mermaid decks. I feel like that'll be nice. Listen to your unconscious. Ooh. Ooh, Beauty and the Beast. Look at all these colors. Wow. Little symbolism here. Wow. Consent. The power to choose. Very nice. Yeah, I like it. It just feels like a different vibe, you know? Magical ring. Beauty and the Beast. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of forget all these stories. Just a bit. I know the general tones. Ooh. She has a little thing in her hair. A little clip or something. It's interesting. And this owl's following her along as well. Love is worth the risk. How cute. Ooh, Cinderella. Now we're getting into ones that are like more recognizable, I guess. At least for me. Yeah, the imagery is so nice. It just looks like a miniature painting. Each one. I guess that's what usually oracle cards are like, but this one really shows it. It says midnight clock. Time flies. Ooh, fairy godmother. Beautiful. Yeah, I like this little spinning. You can really feel the visualization there. Just super nice. Rags and ashes. Ooh, rags and ashes. That's an interesting one. I can't wait to get into the guidebook. Sleeping Beauty. Ooh, very beautiful card as well. Okay. We have here Sleeping Beauty still. Hedge of Thorns. Time to blossom. You just see someone peeking out. There's so much going on in general. You can see that, even a horse back there. Wow. It's very cool. Yeah, I feel like this is a really nice, just like, I don't know, I feel very calm. Very nice, like, energy from it. Deep sleep. Very beautiful colors as well. Yeah. Let's see. Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at like how many cards each one had. Like each fairy tale has. Because I'm not too sure. I wasn't keeping track. Rapunzel. We do have Rapunzel. I think I messed it up with that Rumpelstiltskin before. Very beautiful. I like all the imagery with the details too. And just, you can tell it's like a watercolored mini painting, like I was saying before. I was yapping on about that. Look at that. Beautiful. All the details just, whoa, right? Beautiful. Even like a green bird and the butterflies. Wow, I like the green tones. So they definitely have like matchy tones for sure. And tower. Very beautiful. And oh, we're on the last one. Rapunzel, Stolen Herb. And then you can see all the nice green foliage and these moths, I guess. The tower. Very beautiful. Yeah, this is the Kate Forsyth, I hope I'm saying it right, Fairytale Oracle, 44 cards and a guidebook. We'll get a shuffle. I have no doubt it shuffles well. Oh yeah, it shuffles beautifully. And just to the side, yeah, it shuffles like a dream, honestly. I guess linen's the way to go. So I feel like the only thing about this is like sometimes they crack, right? If you kind of bend them too much, so just be aware of that. But we have Rumpelstiltskin, number 40. True name, Know Yourself. Very cool. I like it. The whole like dark designs and everything there. And then you can kind of see here just all the imagery. Super beautiful. But yeah, here's the guidebook. There's nothing on the back. It's just a little design there, but yeah, we'll get right in. Again, lovely it is, all the butterflies. Very pretty. Yeah, it feels like a good quality book too. And oh, there might be some kind of, I don't know, structures to that. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see the colors. Kind of, just a little bit. But yeah, here's all the information and some beautiful imagery there. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It says fairy tales. Oh, just like in the inside, fairy tales are stories in which the suffering at last comes to an end. Yeah, ooh, very beautiful. I think this was Beauty and the Beast. I'm not too sure. But here we have introduction, how to use the cards, the oracle cards. So we have Rumpelstiltskin a little farther back, but it goes by. Each one has 4 cards, so that's good to know. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast again, I think. And then we do have Rumpelstiltskin, the story of... Ooh, very pretty. I think this was a Red Riding Hood. Rumpelstiltskin, and we have 40, true name 115. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Let's see. I think this is an introduction. This is an introduction. So, stories were my only consolation, and I read all day and as late into the night as the nurses would let me. I dreaded the light being turned off, and I dreaded the empty hours of the night. Once my book was taken away from me, all I could do was lie here in pain, trying to imagine myself back in its pages. When I was 7, I was rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night. My mother snatched up a book to comfort me. It was a red leather-bound edition of Grimm Fairy Tales, translated from the German by Lucy Crane and illustrated by her brother Walter. I clutched it with all my strength. That night, sick, feverish, frightened, and half-blind, I opened the magical gate of the front cover and slipped within. I discovered a brother and sister lost in the forest who would push a witch into an oven, a girl who must spin and weave 6 shirts from nettles to save her brother who had been transformed into swans, a cursed princess who slept for 100 years in a castle overgrown with roses and thorns, and most thrilling of all, a girl who escaped her tower and wept tears that healed her beloved's blindness. The story gave me hope. One day I too shall escape my tower, and one day too I shall be healed. This is the great gift of fairy tales. They comfort us and give us hope that if we are kind enough or brave enough or canny enough, we too can triumph. Fairy tales do not deny the existence of darkness and danger. They warn us of the possible pitfalls we may face, and give us the tools and weapons we need to survive, recover, heal, and grow. Fairy tales and stories in which the suffering at last comes to an end. I have read, studied, and worked with fairy tales all my life. The motifs of the ancient tales of wonder are like secret codes, and I have discovered carrying hidden meanings that can teach and empower. These meanings are not fixed and absolute. Fairy tales are wild, elusive, shape-shifting creatures that transmute as they travel across space and time. Each new teller changes the tale, and it becomes something new again in your mind and in your heart as you listen and imagine it to life. The same story can mean different things to you on different days as you grow and change on your life journey. Nonetheless, deep study of the stories, history, symbols, and structures can yield profound insights into the human condition. This is because fairy tales are among the purest and most potent distillations of the human psyche, providing a forum in which we can explore and seek to understand crucial crises of life and death. All that I have discovered in my years of study and reflection about the nature and meaning of fairy tales have been distilled into this beautiful set of oracle cards, designed as tools for self-reflection, insight, inspiration. I hope they give to you all the wonders and wisdoms that my lifelong fascination with fairy tales has given me. Kate Forsyth. Oh, that's really nice. What a beautiful story. Very nice introduction as well. Yeah, it is like how they were saying, human psyche takes you in to a pure form of human psyche with the storytelling. I really like that. But yeah, here's just more if you want to pause and read. I won't go on and on how to use the cards. And a deep study of single fairy tales. That seems interesting. Yeah, and then just some spreads here. If you want to take a look. Some spreads. 3 card in times of trouble. Yeah, it's very detailed too, so definitely take a look if you like. Yeah, and we'll get into the meanings. Very pretty. I think this is Red Riding Hood as well. But we have, and they start off with the story of it, so that's really interesting. We're going to start off with the story of Rumpelstiltskin, so I'm going to, okay. I don't want to go on and on. I don't want to yap too much, but I'll leave this here. I find that really interesting and really nice too. It's just having the story behind it and then a little bit of history on that too. That's super handy and nice. I like that. I love information, so that's really nice to include there. And then we have I think it's not the very last one, but we have 40. So there is a picture. They're all in color, which is super nice as well. I like when they do that. It says Rumpelstiltskin, true name, know yourself. It says dark face. It can be difficult to know who you really are. And then it says bright face. Understanding yourself is the key to self-love. That's interesting. So we have dark face and bright face. And then it says, the mysterious magical helper named Rumpelstiltskin can only be defeated by uttering his secret name. The idea that knowing someone's true name and hence their hidden nature is very old. The earliest occurrence coming from ancient Egypt. The goddess Isis wishes to increase her power, but to do so she needs to discover the secret name of Ra, the king of the gods. She causes him to be bitten by a poisonous snake and will not heal him until he gives up his name. Many stories involved a bargain with a magical creature where discovery of their name freed the giver from the promise of honoring it. Ooh, that's very interesting. And here we have a meaning. It says, drawing true name means asking yourself who you really are, or knowing your inner heart and the deep inside you. The best way to begin is to ask yourself questions about self-love and compassion. What is your greatest strength? What are you most proud of? In what ways do you show love and understanding towards yourself? Next, ask yourself a few deep probing questions. What have you done that you were ashamed of and tried to keep hidden? What is your biggest failure? What toxic patterns of behaviors do you find yourself repeating again and again? Look now to the future. How do you wish to be remembered, and what lifelong dream can you make come true? If you were to have a secret name, what would it be? It's really interesting. I like that a lot. I like that they also gave like the little background story about that and just like the little key, like muttering a secret name, and then also like about the goddess Isis too, so like some different kind of contrasting information and then the actual meanings, and it gives you lots to think about too, so I think that's really nice. Yeah, I think that's really nice as well. Is there anything else coming on? There is a story back here, and then, more about the author. There's Kate. That's really cool. Lovely to see if you want to read more about her. And see, about the illustrator. Usually you don't get a picture of the illustrator, but beautiful illustrations from the illustrator if you want to read more about Merle Hunt. Wow. But yeah, that is the Fairytale Oracle. Yeah, Kate Forsyth's Fairytale Oracle. Very beautiful. 44 cards and a guidebook. I think absolutely stunning deck. Like, just look at these illustrations. They tell such a beautiful story as well. And each, like, different fairy tale had 4 cards, I believe. 4 cards, which is a good amount of cards, actually. I was thinking there's going to be 1 for each fairy tale, but there was actually 4 for the story, which I like that a lot. It helps kind of, like, there's cohesiveness to it, so I like that. And yeah, all these pictures, illustrations, they look very, like, cohesive too, like, just beautiful imagery all around the like watercolor pictures. Very beautiful. But yeah, the cards are nice. They have this gold edging here, gilding, I should say, gold gilding like that. And yeah, they're standard Oracle cards. I wanted to say that they're standard Oracle size. They are linen, which is an interesting choice. They are linen, but they look in person, they look very beautiful. They do have those little linen-y kind of patches, as you know, the linen is. But yeah, overall, I think it's great. I really like this, and I would definitely recommend. It's out now. I got mine from Amazon, so I'll leave all the links down below. But yeah, let me know what you think. I do have a tarot deck, that's like fairy tale themed, the Land of Stories Tarot. I just don't know where it is. That was my bad situation. I should have planned that before. But I got really excited because it came yesterday, so I was like, oh, I can't wait to unbox it, but I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.